Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Virgo February 18, 2025. The tendency today is to keep yourself busy, and you're in great shape for taking care of business. A friend might rub you the wrong way, and what you say or how you say it could upset the apple cart. In fact, it may even be about what you don't say. It's hard to win. However, even if you're not scoring brownie points with others just now, you can always tune out distractions and interruptions to the best of your ability and let others work out their problems. As well, Pallas heads into your career and reputation, where it will transit until January. This is a fine time for thinking about and planning long-term goals. You're more visible, outgoing, and spirited in the period ahead. You might thoroughly enjoy mapping out career or life path goals, and your unique insight or intelligence may be in the spotlight. This is a good cycle in which to cultivate solid working relationships or business partnerships. Today, you're motivated, and with extra effort to focus, you're in great shape. A magical blessing from the divine beyond the stars will begin to creep in today. While the luminaries and planets are seen as the most potent and essential factors in astrology, the asteroids are a modern addition that brings strength, too. Today, Pallas, the asteroid of wisdom and courage, soars into the high heavens and happy halls of the zodiac sign Aquarius. Pallas teaches us to balance the masculine and the feminine. In Aquarius, she will encourage you to embrace social engagement, community, and a humanitarian focus. This can undoubtedly improve connections. Go for it. There might be an opportunity to make more money. You may feel like something could take off when the moon in Libra trines Jupiter in Gemini. New financial possibilities and avenues are becoming available. However, it does not align with what you currently do for work. You may pursue a lucrative side hustle outside of your usual job. New job offers could also be an option, but this would require you to step away from your comfort zone. Open your mind to new professional possibilities if you want to increase your abundance. You may finally have that revelation that has been eluding you. Your intentions and actions come together with the vocalization of your ideas. If your desire to help others is strong but you need help expressing that, consult someone you respect. Through the articulation of your thoughts, you will bring them closer to a reality that can be shared with others. It often helps to take a long walk in order to get your courage up. Given the essence of this day, you can almost bet that you're going to want to become better informed. This might be through some form of formal education like a course or workshop. Or perhaps it will simply mean connecting with those around you and getting more in the know. Whatever the case, don't hesitate to dig deep and find what you want to know. Ask as many questions as you need to in order to feel satisfied. Weekend or not, the timing of the moon's return to your work sector today couldn't be better. With no cosmic activity on the job front since the South Node left last month, this was always going to be a valuable chance to check in and get a jump on the new working week before it begins. However, just days after clashing with the sun in your career sector, this puts the moon back in harmony, while a friendly aspect to Jupiter and Pluto kicks off what will be a positive few days across the income, work, and career fronts. As the moon leaves your romantic sector and wraps up its ordinary monthly visit, it is with the promise of something a lot more potent when it returns next month as a total lunar eclipse. As well as holding on to the spirit of romance as the asteroid Juno, the queen of commitment reaches her last weekend in your relationship sector. On the relationship front, it is also about having something to hold on to. Our eyes in the sky. The moon in Libra forms a tense square with Mars retrograde in Cancer, stirring emotions that may feel like waves crashing against the shore, strong, unpredictable, and hard to control. This planetary alignment has the potential to bring moments of frustration, miscommunication, and impulsive reactions. Have you ever felt like you were holding something in for too long, only for it to come spilling out in a way you didn't intend? This transit can bring exactly that kind of emotional release, but not always in the most graceful way. Either you or someone around you might act out of character, responding with words or actions that stem from buried frustrations. If this happens, remember that while emotions can rise suddenly, they don't have to define the course of your relationships. On a social level, your presence is in high demand. People naturally gravitate toward you, seeking advice, reassurance, or simply the warmth of your company. Your ability to listen and respond with genuine care is something that others deeply appreciate. Have you ever had a moment where a friend told you that just talking to you made their day better? That kind of energy is flowing strongly now, making it an excellent time to strengthen connections. Whether it's old friendships growing deeper or new relationships forming, this is a period where meaningful bonds can flourish. You might even cross paths with someone who leaves a lasting impact, perhaps someone who changes your perspective, opens a door to new opportunities, or even, for some, the possibility of love. If past tensions still linger in any of your relationships, this is an opportunity to heal. Carrying the weight of unresolved issues can be exhausting, and sometimes, letting go of past grievances is the most freeing thing you can do. Have you ever held on to a misunderstanding for too long, only to later realize it wasn't worth the distance it created? If there's room for reconciliation, consider extending that olive branch. Every relationship has its ups and downs, but growth comes from learning how to move through challenges with understanding and grace. However, this energy can also make decision-making feel unpredictable. You may find yourself tempted to say yes to things that excite you in the moment, without fully thinking them through. Have you ever made an impulsive choice that seemed thrilling at first but later felt overwhelming? While embracing spontaneity can bring joy, it's also important to stay grounded. Be mindful of commitments, whether personal or professional, because not everyone can adjust to sudden changes as easily as you might. Instead of letting emotions dictate your choices, take a deep breath and ask yourself whether what you're saying yes to aligns with your bigger picture. If things don't go as expected, avoid falling into the trap of blame. It's easy to look for someone or something to hold responsible when things don't go smoothly, but blame only leads to more division. Have you ever had a situation that seemed like a setback at first, but later turned out to be exactly what you needed? Sometimes, challenges are just redirections in disguise. Instead of reacting with frustration, try shifting your perspective. What lessons can you take from the experience? How can you use this moment as a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block? Financially, this is a favorable time, as your instincts for making beneficial decisions are particularly strong. Whether negotiating a business deal, discussing a raise, or considering a financial investment, your ability to assess situations with clarity is heightened. Have you ever trusted your gut on a financial decision and later realized it was the best move you could have made? That kind of intuitive wisdom is guiding you now, helping you navigate financial matters with confidence. However, while opportunities are opening up, it's important to stay realistic. Avoid taking unnecessary risks or setting expectations too high. If you remain strategic and patient, you'll find that things fall into place naturally. If you have any lingering financial matters that need attention, now is the time to address them. There's a good chance they'll resolve in your favor. As the day unfolds, reflect on how you are choosing to navigate the energy around you. Are you allowing frustration to dictate your actions, or are you taking control of your responses? Are you opening yourself up to meaningful connections, or are you letting pride or past wounds create unnecessary barriers? Every experience, whether smooth or challenging, carries an opportunity for growth. The universe is not bringing chaos to disrupt your path, but rather, to help you realign with your truth. Embrace the lessons, stay open to new perspectives, and trust that balance is always within your reach. What you put out into the world will return to you, so move forward with mindfulness, kindness, and confidence in the unfolding journey ahead.